So the stock 140s, B Group B there, whetting our appetite now for the A Group, the fastest riders on the day. Where they go, James Blackburn we're on board with, as Ben Lord, number 48, gets a flyer off the grid, straight through on the inside, not too sure who we got there. Just pushing and shoving away as they go through. I think it's Mark Hardy, number 77 there, is that right, Alan?
Yeah, it does look like Mark. His helmet anyhow.
And Richard Holmes there in about 4th position as well as they go through, looking at our aerial shot there. The yellow, no mistake, or yellow and black leathers of him in 4th position. I've got a feeling it's Blackburn there in 3rd position that we've got our onboard camera with. There he is, behind Mark Hardy. And right up ahead of him, it is number 48, Ben Lord. And I can tell you, Ben Lord is leading the championship as we came here this weekend with 300 points from Richie Turner, number 114, with 286 points. In 3rd position in the championship is 421, Matthew Bolsover, with 237 points. And Ben Lord having a fantastic weekend here this weekend, also taking a win in race 1 from James Blackburn in 2nd place, and Richie Turner in 3rd. As the scrap's starting to unfold now, Hardy looks like he's under a bit of pressure there, so the leading rider's really having a good scrap there. Ben Lord controlling the race, so he's got a bit of a comfortable gap there at the minute, Alan.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed on that last corner, Richie Turner really closed up on James Blackburn. He made up a good 10-15 metres just in one corner. He's on the charge. I think he's going to come through in a minute. We'll see how it pans out.
And also, because Ben Lord had a bit of an incident a couple of weeks ago at Wilton Mill. I mean, how has he recovered from that injury?
He's sore, very sore. Yeah. But he came here with the view to get as many points as he can, and literally he's done that. As long as he pans out in this race, and he's got 2 wins.
So, and literally as we speak there, Richie Turner going through on the inside of James Blackburn, and just how close they're getting to that barrier there as they go through. Well, Ben Lord, as I say, if you missed some of the race action a couple of weeks ago at Wilton Mill, Ben Lord had a very spectacular off there, and he lost his foot peg as well, I believe, in that race, and still climbed all the way through the field.
Clutch lever, foot peg, and bent his handlebars and torn some ligaments in his shoulder here. Did well.
As I say, he's come here to try and salvage points, but he's had a very good weekend indeed, going for his 2nd win in this class. And as we've also seen him in the pit bike open class as well, had a good ride behind Oliver Pope. So Ben Lord, number 48, controlling the race at the moment, no problem at all for him. Richie Turner now into 2nd place, a whole gaggle of riders there having a real good scrap there. That's Blackburn, Rob Cox, Richard Holmes there as well. Rob Cox, Mark Hardy, Jay King, Mark Evans there, all scrapping there. So Ben Lord doing a good job keeping out of trouble. He's just having a look over his shoulder. If he looks behind him, he'll see that freight train of Richie Turner, Blackburn, Richard Holmes going through underneath our position there as well in the yellow and black. So Ben Lord sweeping round over the very far side of the circuit. Turner in 2nd place, down towards the finish area they'll come. So Ben Lord coming through, and I can tell you, Ben Lord, it was Richie Turner fastest lap time with a 48.365 out there. So Richie Turner really is on the charge at the moment in 2nd position. But Ben Lord, though, he's controlling that race, trying to keep that gap. There's Turner going through. Blackburn, and then I think we've got Richard Holmes there as well. But back on board with James Blackburn right behind Richie Turner there. Great action shot. We're getting this right up on the very far side of the circuit, really fast part of the circuit. Then you'll come through these S-bends here and back down towards race control. Ben Lord in the fluorescent orange helmet leading the charge. You can see Richie Turner having his own little private battle there with James Blackburn. Get my word crossed up there as they come through. Well, Ben Lord, there's just one more circuit to go now for him in this race. Any problems? I can't see there being any problems, but that great battle there, 2nd and 3rd there between Richie Turner and James Blackburn. Let's have a look at it on board. And Blackburn goes through on the inside, but Turner just holding the better advantage there along that. Look at that, he could almost bat him on the back. That's a great shot there, and that's a very fast part of the circuit there as well. Up over the far side of the circuit they go. Well, here they come. Down towards the checkers, it's going to be a win for Ben Lord. Looking over his shoulder, Ben Lord will take the win. Richie Turner will hold on to 2nd. James Blackburn pushing him all the way to the line in 3rd.